Very, very happy to see all of you, beloved, here. There is a feeling to that let us connect to this moment first before we begin our meeting. Let us connect to this moment first. Connecting to this moment is not something special that we have to do, but we definitely have to do something for it. So what is that something which we can do? We can find something very simple to connect to this moment. Meaning we can find something which is present in this moment and we connect to that thing. Like this we connect to this moment. Not that we are not present in this moment, but we are as if not giving value to this moment, or we are not living what is present in this moment also in this way. No. So let us try to connect to this moment. We can call it connecting to this moment. No. So what is for sure present in this moment? Let us see. No. How about our physical body? No. It is present. No. Our physical body is actually present in this moment. No? Like it is not like it is there in 1 second and then next second it is not there. No, it is continuously there. So let us connect to our physical body as a way to connect to the present moment, to connect to the truth of this moment. No? Yes. So how to connect? We can feel our body, no, like as a whole, not the parts of it, not the feelings or sensations of it, but as a whole. Let us feel our body. Why we should do it? Because we are here in the present moment. Body is also here in the present moment. No. True. But we are here in the present moment and continuously doing something. What is that something that we are doing? We are thinking continuously. So I'm inviting all of you to withdraw yourself from thinking and use that impulse or that inspiration to do something in the direction of physical body. Feel the physical body. Not think the physical body, but feel the physical body. And you will feel so joyful, so relaxed. Like, wow. Like this feeling the physical body, using it to connect to this moment, is going to become a way to come back to our presence, which is joyful spaciousness, which is the truth that we are. But understand well what I'm saying by living it immediately. What I'm saying, try to join me, because this is not something complex that I'm saying. That so many things to be done. Immediately do it. If any one of you feel interested in walking with me right now, immediately do it. Like feel the body, and do not do anything else. And make sure that you have alertness to not do anything else right now. Feel the body only. And when we are feeling the body, we are bound to feel the breathing also. So allow yourself to feel the breathing also. And there will be many different kind of thoughts, maybe, including the thought that this is not so important right now. It is okay if this is your choice to attend your thoughts, but if you are attending me right now, attending this guiding right now, then you simply can ignore it. Because you can attend that thought flow again afterward. That's not running away anywhere. But this opportunity can be a very powerful way of connecting to this moment, and like this connecting to who we are in this moment. Discovering who we are is basically discovering who we are in this moment, without any change in anything. So let us connect to this moment by connecting to our body, and within that there is a breathing also. Breathing. Like, let's connect to the physicality. That's what I mean. Physical body and breath both are physicality of ourselves. Let us not connect to the feelings or thinking or imagination or anything else. Basically, not anything else except breathing and body. Let us feel the body and breathing. Let us return here. Let us get out of mind right now. That's what I'm saying in more simple language. How to feel our body. There is no how to about feeling our body. Body is here, we are here, let's feel it. We feel many things, so we know how to feel anything. We are here, we know how to feel. Body is also here, let's feel it. There is no how to about it. How to is just a way of keeping the thinking alive or keeping engaged in the thinking. We can break out of the circle of mind right this moment by connecting to this moment. And we can discover uh, that I am something which just is. I am something which just is. I am not happening really. And there will be distractions. Distraction basically means the habit to remain in the mind is going to try to pull us in a way. Let us be vigilant and let us put all of our strength to not be pulled into it. Physical body also does not go to sleep. Remember this. Physical body only feels rest. So if the physical body is feeling rest right now, if the breathing is rhythm and deep, it is okay. But we can simply ignore the sleep also right now. Because sleep is also part of the mind functioning. In the mind functioning, in the consciousness of the mind, conscious happens, unconscious also happens. Waking happens and sleep also happens. Both are happening in the mind only. Body is not going to sleep. Body is not sleeping. Maybe body is only resting. And in this moment now, when we have connected to this moment, let us connect to ourselves now. Who is present in this moment? Meaning, let us now open up for who we are also, who is connecting to the body and the breath, who is connecting to this moment. We can attend all the thoughts, we can attend everything, all the planning and everything of our life after this meeting. No? Let us choose to connect to ourselves in this moment. This is not really going to give us any particular edge or advancement in any of our programs or planning in life. It is going to make us strong in ourselves. It's going to make us peaceful and more undivided within ourselves. And like this, we will become more wise to plan anything, to finish anything in our lives, to achieve anything, to experience deeply also. So this is what it means to connect to this moment. Connecting to this moment is only possible like how we are right now in this way, where we are connecting to the actuality of this moment, which is physical body and our breathing also and our self also. Energies are there in the body, but we are not connecting to the mind right now. That's why we are not able to see that there are thoughts or feelings or different kind of thoughts or feeling. That mind is what is mm, what is dividing by projecting a lot onto the energies. Mind is the projecting a lot onto the energies of body mind. Right now we are living the physical body, breath, and the energies as they are, and who we are also. So there is no maintenance right now. Like there is no work that we need to do to maintain reality of anything right now. Reality of body, reality of breath, reality of energies as they are, and reality of who we are also. Naturally, we are able to notice that I'm I'm able to witness that body and breath and energies are here. Meaning I'm knowing them in some way. No? I'm seeing all of it. No? I'm aware of all of it. No? You can check right now that are you doing any effort to be aware of whole of it? To be aware of things in parts, we need to do some effort. But to be aware of whole of it in one go, do we need to do any effort? No, only to identify things individually in parts, we need to make some special efforts. Otherwise, our holistic awareness is always present without effort. We are this being who is present in this moment and who is effortlessly present and effortlessly aware of everything in one go, not in details. The details is the mind part, where effort is required, where definition is required, where maintenance is required. Like we need to maintain our definitions of what is what. So we are maintaining generally what we are living in the as the word, as the life. No, this what we are living right now is the reality of that same thing. Directly, we are living the truth of this moment beyond mind, without mind. Directly, living from the being, connecting to the existence. This is that field of thisness or isness. No? Everything is as it is. As we are staying in ourselves, as we are staying in the truth of this moment, uh, naturally our light is growing. Naturally there is a clarity growing inside us without any effort. Our knowledge of the mind will not enhance directly through it, but the light in our being will grow, and the wisdom, true wisdom of the being will wake up here more, through which we know so naturally without thinking uh, the fundamental truth of not only who we are, but also of the mind, of the body, and of life. Slowly, but without effort. Connecting to this moment is also in this way where we are right now. We are connecting to the source. We are connecting to the source of life, source of existence. And we are getting that nourishment from it. Pure life. We are getting pure life from the source right now for everything that we do. So this moment when we are how we are, is not trying to dismiss anything. We have not cut off from anything also. We have not cut off from the body, mind or anything. We are just not looking at anything, or we are not living anything through the mind, that's all. Everything is here exactly as it was before, but it doesn't feel the same because we are living it from the place of being, from the being we are living it now, not from the mind. Very, very nice. Thank you for joining this guiding. Continue in your exploration of this moment as long as you like. Continue, being absorbed in your being as long as you like. It's a very powerful and auspicious moment for us. Any one of you who feels like opening your eyes, then also try to remain in the connected to the present, to this moment, and notice that does it make any difference if I open my eyes or close my eyes?
Hello. Um, I didn't have my eyes closed during the meditation, so but I had it like half closed, and so opening the eyes was not so much of a physical difference with the eyes, but also the question you just asked to feel the difference, if there's a difference between closed and open eyes, and I feel there is not much of a difference. And if it's okay to explore, I a little. I hope I'm not killing the mood, but in the sense, or what is the opposite of not connecting to the moment?
To the moment.
Because with this is what I felt. A stark difference in, like for me, the opposite, or a word for the opposite, is isolation. Being isolated, feeling isolated. And in the contrast with connecting, I feel it's very apparent that when I'm not connecting to the moment, which also means to the flow, to life, like life slash energy, life slash alive, like, yes. This isolation, in the sense, is the opposite of very dull, half dead. And why so? Because not connected, in the sense that it doesn't get enough air, enough energy, enough, not breathing enough in a sense, and being isolated in whatever I got caught up. It could be something which we call not so nice, like sadness, but it could be also, I feel, isolation in happiness. Like, it's my happiness. I don't like closing down the happiness in a way, and not keeping the connection, and therefore keeping it alive.
Yes, yes.
So, yeah. I'm very excited, sorry.
Oh. Many things that you said, I'm able to connect very much. In both the cases, when we are sad, also we make it a kind of a personal affair, like a private affair. And when we are happy, also we tend to kind of, keep it isolated, in a way. Opposite of isolated or isolation in this way is not really open for interaction with people, or letting everybody or everything do whatever they want to do to me. It's not that really. That's a personal way of looking at life. Or individual, that's mind's way of looking at life. Somebody can be sitting without doing anything for rest of their life, except doing the daily, routine, and they might be 100% connected with life. And somebody might be running continuously since morning till night, doing this and that, and they are not connected. They are continuously living in isolation. You know what I mean? So it's not about doing things so much, or involving with the activities of life. It's about connecting with the actual life energy, or what we call life. Life energy, that actual life energy is life. So it is about connecting to life. That's where we feel alive more. And now it doesn't matter whether we are doing something or we are just sitting. No. So the isolation is from life, not from people in life. That people in life is our experience only, and it is, by the way, not true. Meaning it's not 100% true as we think. There are people, but not that there are different beings ultimately. No? There are one being only, no? Living as different beings. No? But there are definitely different beings, people, no? Like this. So our isolation is not from other people. Our isolation is from life. And we are life. So our isolation is from our own self, from our own source of joy, source of life and aliveness. That's why we are, as you said, dull. We feel dull, dead, lazy, uh, disconnected, and like. Meditation is not really a way to open up to people for interactions. That's where many times we feel confusion that if I meditate, will I be able to perform well in my life as a person interacting with people because I'm shy in society and things like that. Maybe in time it may happen, but there is no direct correlation between these two things. Meditation, dhyan and satsang is to open up to ourself, which is life itself. One thing more I want to add, which may probably make it more, in a way, how to say, graspable, more little better defined or something. What we are living right now in this moment, we are actually living the reality as it is. We are living the thisness of life or isness of life. In this isness of life, thisness of life, there is a physical body, there is a breathing, and there are energies. And I am also here. You feel, hey, I'm also here. I also am. But things are not so clear what is what. No. But everything is being lived at the same time. And also everything is being lived without effort. Like there's no so much of a effort in this case that I have to set a direction that it should be out or it should be in. No. Or it should be other things that I am living or myself that I am who is living. No, there is no such effort we are making here. It's just one reality of this moment. No. What is the opposite of it is what we call mind state. Okay, so we are the being. Who we are, who exists, is the being, and we are living in something called mind state, which is a local, personal, or how to say, individual thing happening in the individual body or individual consciousness. So our isolation is that mind, ego mind that we talk about. In that, what happens is that we become somebody, and in that we make everybody also somebody in that mind state, and in that we define everything also that we live in this moment. No? So in the mind, everything is well defined, and whatever is not defined is going to create fear. No? Because we are never living the reality of this moment. We are only living everything through the mind or through the definitions. Like we have to know first what is this, then only we will live but whether I should live it or not. We cannot live anything without knowing what it is. We are not so open in a way. However, in this moment, we are living everything without knowing what it is. Because we are out of mind and we naturally have this ability in a way or excitement. We don't need courage here. Courage is needed in the mind state. Here, courage does not apply because here, fear does not apply. Here, we don't feel fear. That's why we don't need courage. We rather feel excited like a child. Ah, nice. Like one thing very uh, beautiful you said, life, like connecting to life, like the nature in life. No, in our on earth, nature, the animals and all, no, they are connecting to life so simply. They are remaining connected with life, but unconsciously, meaning they are self, not self-conscious. And as soon as we human being became self-conscious, we have created a isolation within the mind, within that self-consciousness. Now we are keeping the understanding or thought of everything. We are defining it. We are never living the reality of life. Never. And that's where we feel that whenever we are invited to live the reality of this moment, we try to feel how to how to live this moment, because we have no reference of reality in the through the mind. We always ask how to. There is no how to about living the truth of this moment. How to applies to not living it. How to maintain the isolation. How to applies to isolation, ego. How to does not apply to the reality, because we are already the reality. This moment is reality. Reality is already here. But how to get out of mind makes sense. And how to maintain being in the mind also makes sense. You know what I mean? So the task for the human who are seeking like this for liberation is to be self-conscious and not isolated. That's what I somehow understood a long time back. Self-aware and natural. Natural not in the sense of doing whatever we want. That is being egoic, like just attending egoic tendency that I just want to do this. That is just being egoic. Nature, when we are connected to nature, means like when we are connected to the existential life flow, we are so respectful to life, and we are so responsible also. You know, generally we have noticed that animals are so much more responsible towards nature and life than humans, generally. Many times, isn't it? In that way, I'm saying. So we are not going to do whatever we want. No, we will be much more responsible and sincere. So what is in between right now? What is in between in a way? No, there is no such thing as in between. That there is something between me and reality. There is no such thing ever. There is just reality everywhere. We are reality, living the reality. So it's not that there's a mind between me and the reality right now, that's why I'm not able to see the mind. No. Actually, the more clearer expression or picture will be that either we are in the mind or we are in the reality. Meaning either we are in the isolation or we are in the reality. One of the two states. And when we are in the mind state, that time we are made of mind also. What we call ourselves is also made of mind, and what we live is also made of mind. We don't live what is made of existence. We don't live what is made of reality. Here, where we are right now, we are made of reality, and what we are living is also made of reality. We are not making it. If you are not moving, if we and all of us are not moving too much in the mind right now, we can so simply realize that I have not created my body and breath and the energies of it, and I'm not maintaining them even. The reality of life is maintaining it. The life is maintaining it right now. And who I am is also, I'm not maintaining myself. Do you see the absolute freedom from effort? That is not really by stop making effort or start some special effort. By opening our eyes, waking up. This is waking up right now. No? So there are everything that there is a replica of everything when we are in the mind. So it's not like mind and reality uh, at the same time. It is mind or reality. No? Dhyan and Satsang is a way to slip out of mind into reality. First of all, reality of who we are. And that's why none of those things which are there in the mind when we experience them are going to be found here directly or exactly, even if the same thing is different. Physical body is very much here, no? And many of the things which we have experienced when we are in the mind are still here. But yet it is so different. Like somehow the physical body even has become divine in a way. Like it is carrying that vibration of silence and peace. So in one sense you can say the spiritual growth which requires sadhana is to somehow, while remaining caught up in the mind, understand or come to the clear knowing that somehow I am not living the reality and I want to. That is the first step towards reality, na? And which is all valid actually, like contemplation, thinking, more looking more deeply, being conscious or watching our thoughts and feeling and everything. All of that is very meaningful and useful in that way. Like to relatively become conscious. Conscious of what? Not conscious of reality. Conscious of dreaming. That I am dreaming continuously. In meditation, first time we encounter that how much is going on inside me, in the sense that how much I am attending continuously when I am just in any moment. Mostly we are busy in the daily life and task one at a time, like one to another, that we don't notice that how much I'm dreaming continuously inside. No? And in the meditation we get to see that how much I'm dreaming continuously. No? That is like a shock in a way, like a beginning of waking up. That that's kind of strange. What is going on here? So spiritual growth is very valuable in that way. But spiritual growth cannot really lead us to awakening, generally speaking. Exceptions are there, but generally no. Dhyan and satsang is for awakening, not for spiritual growth actually. You know, spiritual growth is within the mind. Awakening is out of it, stepping out of it into the reality. Where is the reality? Reality is everywhere, but the closest reality is body, breath, and myself. And in this same body, breath, and myself also is something called mind. And we are the being who have sort of a choice in a way to live in the mind or out of it. I think it's a good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So the biggest challenge somehow in the direction of awakening is that we are not able to recognize yet or see that we are dreaming. You know, meaning up to some degree we have to come to this realization that something is not okay about the way I am relating to life. Something is missing. I'm missing something fundamentally, not like certain things or certain occasions or certain experiences. No, all of it. No? So thank you. So it's not that, what we call the word is not really what exists. Word is what we experience out of what exists. What exists is what is existence. No, manifested. No, manifested. What exists is existence. The manifested. The manifested has come out of unmanifested, like coming out of unmanifested continuously, being created by, let's say, by the unmanifested being. No? And the unmanifested being is enjoying the manifestation. And there is a direct relation and there is a supreme joy in this whole thing. Like, let's say, on some Sunday or some holiday, you want to spend more time in your house and you make some nice cookies. You make some nice other things also, and you invite guests and you enjoy them. There is a direct relation. You were there in this whole process when you created it. You enjoy, like you were there in everything. There is a direct relation. It's not like something is not fitting well. So the reality, the existence that exists really as it is, and who we are, who exist, there is a direct sync and harmony. But generally, it is not happening like this. Generally, there are two states of a being. Either we are fitting very well with the world that we think exists, which is our projection onto the existence, and we are not able to connect to who I am, who exists. For obvious reasons, no? We can connect to who we think we are only now, because we are connecting to everything we think exists. No? And there are other people who you know, who are able to connect to our their own existence and not able to connect to the world. No? Because for them it doesn't exist. Obviously. For them, existence exists. Like the buildings are there, the fields are there, trees are there, animals are there, people are there, like physical bodies and consciousness and tendencies are there. Do you see what I'm saying? We are actually never living what exists. We are living what we project onto it continuously. And because so many beings on earth are doing this, our language matches, we are able to talk to each other and feel that I'm normal or I'm awake. No, like this. That's why for many people, awakening is like a shock. Like, what are you saying? Just think about it, all of us. Let us think about it, all of us. That I say that generally we have not lived the reality almost ever. Okay, and maybe and I wish that I'm wrong about all of you. But let's accept for a moment that we have not lived the reality mostly. So I say, let us connect to this moment and live the reality of this moment. The reality which we have lived before, will it not exist right now in this moment? It will, no? Maybe different experiences, different things, but the reality will still be here. No? And let's not make any effort to change the reality. Let us only live it. Will the reality disappear if we don't make effort? Why it should disappear? It is reality, no? It is not my reality, meaning it is not my created reality. Or is it my created reality we are talking about? That's what is mind, no? That we are creating that reality which we are living. That's why we cannot afford to not do anything. No? Anyone who wants to meet the reality has to allow themselves to sit and do nothing so that we can see what is the reality. No? Because the reality which we experience while we keep making effort, mostly unknowingly, is our own created reality, no? That we are projecting onto the existence. I know it's a bit of a shock which we are living, but I feel that's for we all are here. No? So very nice. Thank you. Anybody else can talk also.
Namaste ji. Ji, it's very, very nice moment to talk to you, I feel. First time I feel like body is body, breath is breath, and I am. Like, and whatever is moving energy or that is also there. No interference, each other. All are working their own field.
Eh?
All are working their own field.
Yes.
Just I
Yes.
felt this, so I just bring in your light to
It is
say.
definitely very powerful what you are saying, because we don't notice normally. We don't notice normally that we are continuously thinking about what is happening inside us. No? And when we say that, okay, I'm noticing that there are thoughts, are those thoughts the ones which we are thinking or the ones which we are only flowing? No. And we are not clear about it. So we are continuously thinking about everything that we see inside us. Now you are not thinking right now. You are only seeing without thinking. This is pure seeing. No? This is pure awareness. No? You are just simply aware of what is happening inside you. and you are not adding anything to it, meaning you are not thinking anything about it. No? And this is where we have the most beautiful experience of what is inside us, and also our experience, direct experience of who we are. No? So this is what it means to be out of mind. No? Out of mind means into who we are. Let us allow ourselves to give some time to adjust here. Because at this point we will have two versions of reality. No? One is that we have, sorry, one is the version that we experience through the mind, and we are used to of it, like most of the time. No? Yeah. And one is what we are actually living right now. So there are two versions of reality that are going to be a little confusing for us. That shall I fit this version of reality into that version, or that version of reality into this version? Like we'll have a little bit of a confusion here. Allow it to be adjusted and digested into sort of a one unified, view. Normally we think that mind is what is happening inside me. No. Meaning ego mind. Ego mind is not what is happening inside us. Ego mind is what is mixed with the seer of what is happening inside. Right now, nothing is mixed with you, the seer of what is happening inside you. So that's why you are simply seeing what is inside you. And you are not defining it in any way. If we don't define, if we let go of all of our past knowledge, then can we say what is here inside us? Thought, feeling. That is our definition, no? What is the reality of a thought beyond how we define it, no? If we can put aside the definition called thought and its detailing that is kept in our mind, what is a thought? What is a feeling? What is the energy flow that is happening inside us? What is breath? What is body? What I am? This is directly living the truth. This is directly living the truth from beyond mind. No? Like living the truth from the truth, not from the mind. No? This is what is meditation. Dhyana and Satsang is living the truth from the truth, not from the mind. But we are so used to of living in the mind that it looks very alien sometime, or it looks kind of like we feel shaky or something, no? That, oh, it's something strange, something new field.
And just notice one thing I noticed, body also feel like a free, like not any foundation.
You're very right. You're very right. We unknowingly, when living in the dream of person, we are so much unknowingly controlling everything also. You are very right. Meaning, unconsciously, we are sending messages to everything in the body mind that to remain stiff and to remain, kind of contracted in a way. You are right. Every level of body, mind, heart, the deeper, and the being, every level we feel some form of joy, some form of relax, some form of peace, no? As we allow ourselves to just be in the truth in this moment. I think it's very good. Thank you.
And it's like everything is here, body is here, breath is here, I am also here, but nobody is bothering each other and everybody is free like this.
I can understand your surprise, your joyful surprise. That, yeah, actually, um, if we are able to spend few minutes out of mind, we are going to be surprised that life is not full of fight in which we have been living. No. Life is just not at all full of fight. It is full of joyful challenges. That too based on whether we like them or not, whether we want to go for them. Like there are no actual challenges which can be imposed on us. No, all depends on our choice of the being. No, in relation to challenges of life, even that. Like we are so free. We are so very, very, very free as the being. Some beautiful being said that one of the most surprising thing about awakening is that we realize that everything that I was trying to fix was already happening in the perfect way. Like, like we maybe you must have experienced, no, like overdone toast, no, like burnt toast, because the toast was made well in the first place, and then we are doing it, no? Meaning we are like toasting it again, so it is burnt, no, obviously. So we are experiencing the burnt life right now, not well done life, no, right now, because we are continuously interfering, trying to do, not let it be done. No? That life which is being done is happening in sync with each other, with everything, no? In which we also have a role to play, but not like an individual self, but as life. And we are playing that role. No? Very joyful, very happy. The excitement of the body mind is because of that playing the role. No? Thank you. I totally understand what you are saying. And understanding deeply what is the ego mind and what is our imprisonment or isolation, no? Or being aware of it, in that sense is very, very valuable. That's why I respect the clarity more than anything else, because the moment we become clear that okay, this is mind and this is not, this is ego and this is not, no, we are really in a much better state to decide, to make choices in this regard, no? Like if we can understand, okay, what is mind actually, what is ego? Meaning ego is those things which are happening inside me? No, that is not ego. Ego is the state of the seer who is looking at it, who is looking at what is happening inside or outside also. No? So ego is that state, not the things that we are experiencing. Ego is the state of experiencer, not of what is being experienced. You know, because what is being experienced is pure life, pure truth. So that's why even if somebody can actually experience life, they can wake up. No? That's what it means to connect to this moment. Let us experience life in this moment as it is. It is also possible. Yeah, thank you. But I'm very open for discussion if anybody has any confusion. Yeah. Mila?
Namaste.
Namaste.
I don't have any confusion, just wanted to share. Can I?
Yes.
This invitation, this possibility to be free from the mind, from the body, and to just be. I accept it very truly and very fully, and I'm surprised, if I could say like this, how much freedom is here and how much distance is here. Like I feel that very truly, very clearly can see this. And there is no conflict at all. There is no, how to say, sadness or unhappiness. And it is just so natural, so natural.
Yeah. Yes, yes, it is like that.
Just wanted to express it, to check how I am. Thank you.
What you are talking about is right now living the truth, as it is, where you are not trying to save yourself from what you are living. No, you are not trying to touch the water with your finger or something. No, you are allowing yourself to be merged in it, meaning take a dip in it. No, merged not like dissolved, but merged like dip. No, you are letting this water of truth be experienced by you in every level of yourself, inside, everywhere. No, this is what it means to live the truth in this moment. No? Like not saving ourselves. That saving is what is the isolation part. And in the isolation, what is happening is that we are maintaining a copy, a copy of reality in the local individual consciousness. No? And that local copy is never going to be so perfect or evolved that it can correspond to the reality exactly 100%. So that's why there will always be some discrepancies, some confusion or something like this. You said that here everything is perfect, like there's no conflict or something like this. You said no, there's no conflict, there is no confusion because of this. Like everything matches with everything so nicely. Before, in our childhood also, we have experienced this, by the way. But that time we were not self-aware. Everything used to match with everything so perfectly, like one beautiful thing, which includes crying also, which includes laughing also, which includes getting angry also, which includes running away, chasing butterflies and everything also. But now we are self-conscious and we have come to the same reality now. Before that time we were before mind. Mind had yet to evolve in us. Then mind evolved. And now we are beyond mind, here. Beyond means transcended. We have transcended mind. Again, complete, like perfect sync here. Like somehow life becomes suddenly complete in a way, which includes everything that as it is also right now. Like everything which we have experienced in the past, but somehow that sense of responsibility is not there, because the responsibility was mainly connected to trying to come in sync. No? And this is a very surprising thing, that the more conscious we are, you know, the more we get in difficulty in life, until we come to the self-awareness, self-consciousness. Because we become more sensitive that no, maybe I may do something which is not good for others, or like this. You know what I mean? The less sensitive we are, the less conscious we are, the less we care. We damn care about others. I'm just going to live my life, do whatever I want. That's why the more conscious and sensitive people are more in trouble in life also. Because they more see, like they see more how much out of sync they are. But here it is perfect sync. And Mila, it's not that have you disappeared, I would like to ask you, because in the beginning, when we are opening up to the reality of this moment or reality of who we are, we have the feeling that I'm going to disappear, I'm going to dissolve, I'm going to, completely merge in truth or something. Have you disappeared, merged?
No, G, I feel I'm very much here.
Yes.
Maybe even more than before.
Yes, that's my point. We don't merge in actuality. We only wake up from being isolated from the reality. Okay? So the ocean, in a way, living in a dream of being a drop and wakes up from it. No? In one sense, you can say, no? We are not really a individual self in life. We are the life living as an individual self. No? This, what we are living right now, this is life, one reality.
It's just not anymore like small or local.
More?
Not like a local, like, yeah.
Yes, yes. That local is what is um, our activity. Individual self is our activity, part of living in the individual body. No, but individual self, which continues, is a blind spot in the being that we are, no? which is not there anymore in this moment. No? Have a deep look inside your nature in this moment. If you don't know who you are right now, does it really matter so much? Or is there a need to know yourself right now?
No, everything is just perfect. Don't need anything else.
Yes. So even the need to know who I am actually is connected to the self which we think we are, or as that we live. No? Here, in the direction of real, true self that we are, being the true self is more important than knowing or not knowing. No? Language of being applies here. Language of existence, language of reality applies here. No? Language of doing does not apply. Language of living the reality applies here. No? Let me live the reality of who or what I am right now. Not in terms of so that I can know, but so that I can experience what I am. Living of who we are, like the way we are living right now, can completely disillusion us, can make us free from the trust that we have in the mind's way of knowing things. No? You will see that is just my play of assumptions. No? That's just my own local play of assumptions. But it has to do with the reality. I want to live or encounter the reality of who I am right now. So for that I don't have to think. No. Rather, not thinking is the only way, actually. Is the prerequisite in a way. Not thinking is a prerequisite in a way, no? That let me not think right now, and now interested in feeling myself or knowing myself. No? The life outside of the mind and inside the mind is very different, obviously. Right now, what you are reporting, I feel this is out of mind, into the being, from the being experiencing. And more sense of division towards anything which is present inside us will dissolve here. Like things will not look so separate from each other that, oh, thinker is separate from thoughts, experiencer of feelings is separate from the feelings that are being experienced. It's more like a one thing being lived. I'm not asking you a question, but I still want to bring this wonder of my heart to you, that who is living? Everything is being lived. Everything is being lived. Thoughts, feeling, consciousness, everything is being lived. Who is living all of it? Who is blissfully present here right now? Because there is no experiencer separate from the experience right now. What is being experienced and who is experiencing is the same thing, no? But ultimately, who is that? Who is experiencing everything, or who is the experience? Who is appearing as the experience also, no? Who is that? What is that? And do you need to go out of where you are right now to know that? No. Why you need to go out of it? Going out of truth means going into the mind, no? Going out of natural state is going into the sleep, no? Without leaving the truth. No, not leaving the truth, living the truth. Living. Living the truth. Not Leave or Leaving. Leaving. Not leaving. Living the truth and knowing the truth. Not leaving the truth and trying to know the truth. So the questioning is not here right now. It's a wonder. While living the truth, I'm just inviting or sharing. Not inviting, in fact, I'm just sharing my wonder. Who is that? Who is living? It's not really possible to answer this question, that who is this who is living as the experience and as the experiencer. It is not possible to answer this question. But the more this truth that we are wakes up, the less things are there to be experienced, and more of the experiencer is found here. And it was playing as the experience. The experiencer was playing as the experience. Less and less of experiences are found, and more of the experiencer is found here. The more this one wakes up, no? At some point, there is only the experiencer, no experiences. That's what is the being, pure being, nothing else. Nothing else. There is nothing else. There is no opposite. Nirvikalp, no, without any other, without any alternate. Nirvikalp. Nirvikalp, nirakar, no, without any form. Nirvikalpo, aham nirvikalpo nirakara rupo, no, without any alternate or without any form. It's very, very nice. Thank you. Yeah, I'm very happy to talk to anybody else also. Like, it's a perfect place to live the complete reality in which we are. And I, mm, I feel that any and every one of you who is living this, please continue that, because not so often we are able to live like this. No? But if any one of you feel confusion or not able to connect to something, not clear about something, you can talk to me.
जी नमस्ते जी जी I feel like I'm missing when I was doing the guidance also. Very end of the guidance, I felt strongly that I'm missing something. So I wanted to bring in, you talked with the three of the ladies and I felt also that time a kind of a deep sadness for a moment. And then I felt little relaxed also because at least I could see that. But still there is something, a feeling is there that I want to come out of it and see this which you are talking about.
Yeah, true. So how about coming out of it into this room right now? Would you like to come into this room right now?
Yes.
Into this physical room or into this one room of this meeting? Would you like to come? So, where are you right now? Let us begin from there, because journey has to begin from the starting point. Like, we have to find out I am here. So let us first of all find out I am here point on the map. From there to in this room. No. So where are you right now?
Ji, I'm here on this chair, sitting, and can feel my body and breath.
Yeah. So when you're feeling your body and breath right now, are you still feeling that sadness which you were feeling before? That I'm missing something?
No. Not right now.
So can it be that you were missing this which you are living now, or no? You were missing you were having this feeling that I'm not able to live in this moment. That's what was the feeling, maybe? No. But now that you are living this moment, you don't have that feeling. Is it possible? Check inside.
Ji, can be possible, Ji, because now relax, not that joy or happiness, but still can feel I'm here. And there was that time, there was a thought or a mind was there that not able to connect. That was coming.
Oh, yes. I mean, what we call, imprisonment. Basically, imprisonment in the spiritual context of freedom. Imprisonment is not really sort of a physical imprisonment. It is more like a energetic internal imprisonment of caught up in some kind of loop, which either we don't notice so easily that it is a loop. We think that I'm thinking right now. I'm just trying to be free right now. I'm just trying to get out of the mind right now. And we are actually in the same loop, remaining in the same loop and trying to be thinking that I'm trying to be free. So that is the subtle part of bondage, from which we are trying, we try to be free. Mind is a very subtle thing. Unless it is understood well, we will get caught up in it. We will remain caught up in it and we will not notice that we are caught up. That's why I offer 2-3 things at the same time in almost every meeting. One is meditation, which is a sure way to highlight that I am caught up in something. Because in meditation, we are not supposed to do anything. And also we are supposed to be vigilant that I am not doing anything. And this is for sure, it will be highlighted that I am actually continuously doing something right now. I'm trying to understand what is this being shared. I'm trying to feel that this is meditation. I'm trying to be here. Like the more sensitive we are, the more present we are, the more evolved, let's say, mature seeker we will notice this. So this is one way I try to show the mirror. Another way is discussion also, or questioning like this also sometimes, guiding also. No? That is this like this, is this like that. So these are not really actual literal questions. They are a way to highlight something. No? Use them well, for example. So it is really twofold work that I offer, and which is important in both the directions. One fold is that connecting to who we are. That somehow wakes up our inner wisdom in a way. That kind of wakes up a remembrance or a thirst inside us that I'm something much more simple and complete and joyful than how I am living now. So this is the most fundamental work that is possible, that happens through what we call dhyan and satsang. Another fold or another part of what my work is to highlight somehow or to understand deeply and clearly what is mind, what is being caught up in the mind. The more clearly it is understood, the more it will be highlighted and we will become free from it. No? Meaning if we want to remain caught up in the mind, even then it will not be mind. Because mind basically, ego mind basically means being caught up in something unconsciously. That's all. As soon as we are consciously doing something, we are not called caught up in something. No? Like if we have locked ourselves from inside a house, which we do, let's say, mostly every day, no, in our house, it is not called being imprisoned, for which we have to seek freedom. No, it is just called resting in my house, and when necessary, I will open the lock from inside and I will go. No. So, being conscious gives us this clarity that lock is from inside. Being unaware gives us this impression that something has locked me from outside and I have to break open or something. And that's why we are trying to demolish our house also many times unnecessarily, that even at the cost of demolishing the whole thing, let me just get out of it. What is being understanding more clearly or being more present and trying to see more clearly is like light, turning on the light in the house and seeing that there is a lock from inside. And as soon as we see the lock from inside, it naturally will happen to our mind that there has to be a key inside only. No? Why I would throw a key outside after locking it, no, from inside? And generally, the locks from inside also have a mechanism of opening without the key, door locks. And however, in the case of who we are and how we are finding ourselves caught up, there are no locks. There are no locks and keys required. Only awareness that how exactly I am caught up, how exactly I am bound. This awareness is what is understanding slowly what is mind. More clearly, not trying to be free from it fast, but more patiently trying to understand what is mind. Meaning what is sleep. Dhyan and satsang is to live in the awakened state of being or live in the true state of being. And another part of it is understanding what is sleep or dreaming. So do this part also whenever possible. Right now we are living the truth of who we are. And I am talking also for anyone who want to discuss anything. Yeah. So are you able to stay here right now where you are in this moment? And are you feeling contented, or if there is any sense of lack? Sense of lack is a very good, for example, pointer. If any one of you is feeling sense of lack, like something is lacking, something is less, that is a good pointer. That we are not living ourselves then. Because when we are living ourselves, there is no way, there is just no way that we can experience any sense of lack. Like something can be better than this. This feeling, this thought cannot come. Like we are 100% open, like the being 100% opens up. to the reality in this moment. Like everything is so perfect, like it cannot be better than this. So that's why we stop working. We come to the effortless state of being immediately. Not that a work is required, but we, out of misunderstanding, we the being is working continuously. That's the point. That's why seeing clearly makes sense. So that we do if something needs to be done, and we do not. We stop doing and start enjoying if there is nothing to be done. No? So clear seeing is also very important here. So are you enjoying fully? Like, are you fully here, or is there any sense of lack? That something is less.
This moment, no less.
So if there is nothing in this moment, like it totally makes sense to enjoy it fully right now, or not? Or let us keep going to the mind where we always feel lack of something, and let us try to find out what is that. No, there also we can do that work of awareness, of being more conscious, no? Of what is sense of lack, what is missing in me, and who or what I am there. Self-inquiry and everything can work there, but this is not that work. This is directly living the truth in this moment. No? Yeah. So let us enjoy this moment more if we can. Like, I think you are able to, in the sense that you are not being pulled into some work there in the old version. This is what is meditation basically, not going out of this moment. No, this is what is meditation. No? And by meditation, by just sitting and by being here, we get out of mind in a way. And also we get out of the misunderstanding that there's a need for me to be in the mind all the time. We start appreciating the beauty of being and beauty of life as it is. No? Like we start appreciating the isness of life, thisness of life. This is the point. Much more than we go in the mind for the need of work, but we don't go in the mind in that way anymore. Meaning we don't go in the old way of looking at things anymore. No. Although that old way is there in the mind, in our system is still there, and that has a chance to give us the impression that I have forgotten myself again. That's why holding on to the knowledge who I am is less valuable than holding on to the knowledge that I am. Because this knowledge cannot be lost, even if we feel that I have forgotten myself. I have forgotten myself, but still I am there or not. And that will save us from that deceptions created by the mind. No? That, oh, I have forgotten myself, I have to work, I have to work. Yeah, I can work, but let me just live myself because I still am. I exist, no? Yeah, that's true, I exist. And at the moment we connect and live, I am, I exist. The work is not needed. Because that is a doorway into the reality, out of mind. It is out of mind. This I am is always out of mind, 100% times, 24 hours a day. So this is that contact point with the reality. No? Even at the level of mind, at the level of thinking, no, the thought I am is untouched. If we don't mix it with anything else, no? Meaning if we don't say I am this or that, if we just keep the thought I am as pure as it actually is in the mind. Because reality is reflecting at different levels inside us. Reality is reflecting at the level of feeling also. Feeling means sense of existence. The reality, the being, is reflected at the level of feeling also. I feel my existence. No, there's a feeling of existing. That same reality is reflected at the level of thought also. The thought I am also. No? So at these two levels, the reality of being that we are is being reflected all the time. No? And if we can connect to the real, true reflections of the reality, we are out of mind into the reality. No? So these are the two contact points through which we can enter into the reality again, whenever we feel lost. No? Because in one sense, thinking is imagination of the being. No? Being is imagining. So it is suggested that imagine about yourself, but without adding any details of it. Because adding details to I am thought is what is living as a ego. Without any thoughts, any connecting details, living the imagination, meaning thinking or thought, but about ourselves. That is like a very clever, smart way the great beings before us have found to get out of mind. When we are holding on to the pure thought I am, we are out of mind already that time. Then we very quickly can connect to the feeling. There's a feeling of existing, you know, like which can be experienced, which we don't have to imagine. Where we are right now, we don't have to imagine that I am. We can be so relaxed and effortless. I'm not going to think anything, imagine anything, feel anything. And still the sense of existence is so loud in a way. It pronounces so easily, so simply. It is noticed by us. It's true. We notice, oh yeah, it's true. But don't be somebody who is experiencing the sense of existence. It is the sense of existence experiencing sense of existence. Be clear about it, please. Otherwise, we will remain in the thought, in the mind, in the process. No, it is that which exists is experiencing that I exist. But experiencing, not thinking this time. So this is what is the experience level or feeling level, announcement of who we are. That which exists, that which is. No? It's amazing to notice this truth inside ourselves. No? So as long as we can live, let us live in this reality of our existence. When we cannot, meaning when we are compelled to go back to the mind model, there let us develop a system of contemplation, meaning a fundamental way of thinking, that how to get out of it. Not how to do things there, how to get out of it. Just one thing, how to get out of it into my true state. So that I can have all the wisdom, like, pure intelligence is available at the level of I am. Yeah. So I think, thank you.
Thank you very much. I realized that this last few statements that there was some feeling to clarify something, and you cleared that also. So
Yeah, that's fine.
it's really very, very good. Thank you.
Oh, that's fine. Stick to the clarity, fundamental clarity first, because otherwise clarity at the level of mind is endless process. We should achieve some clarity at the mind level so that we become free enough to attend ourselves. No? Not that so that we can become master of the mind level. That's useless really, because still we will not be able to live the reality even if we have become crystal clear at the mind level about everything in this world. No. So that is useless in direction of living the truth. Become as much clear in the mind as to become free to live the reality. And as soon as you are able to live the reality, there is no need for clarity now. Clarity means, if you ask me, clarity has only two parts. One is the clarity that is available when we are living the truth right now. And this clarity is going to grow naturally without effort. Without effort, it will become clear. Like things will become clear to us. What is mind? What is thought? What is body? What happens in this world? What is this world? What is manifestation? What I am? All of this will become so naturally, slowly, but clear. Another clarity is at the mind level, relative clarity. So that relative clarity is where we need to be very conservative in a way, or very based on usefulness. What clarity is useful for me, and what not. No? Otherwise, we will keep trying to make ourselves clear about everything. No? like, like this. So let's not attend every thought or every question which is asking for clarity. If we can leave all of the thoughts and all of the questions, that is best. Then we can so simply live the reality of who we are. But if we cannot, then clarity can help. That's what I meant. But don't attend everything. Let's not attend everything then. So we are good. No? Thank you.
Very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Zoe, you want to talk?
Namaste, Ji. I feel lots of appreciation. Because today morning when I woke up, I feel I'm existing. And then today when you talk about it, I feel very much connected.
Oh, yes. The moment we actually experience our existence in the simplicity and without any limitation imposed onto it, meaning directly from who we are, the suffering has ended that moment at least, or that day for us in our life. We cannot experience suffering now. We can experience sense of abundance more, what you are calling appreciation, like there's so much more actually, like there's so much more than I can live, like it's much more beautiful than. So sense of complaint, sense of lack cannot exist here. That's why it became clear to me at one point that actually the sense of suffering or sense of lack is not really in that thing about which we are complaining in life. It is in the one who is complaining. Meaning that the one who we are knows somehow in one sense that I can live very blissfully in this moment while I am attending my practical life challenges. And I'm not doing that, So that is what is the inner complaint or sense of lack, that I can be blissful and I'm not. And this is something we learn slowly, Joy, that I don't really need to dismiss life as it is right now in order for me to allow myself to live the blissful existence that I am. No. Like both can coexist in one sense. But the primary is to live the truth. No? Yeah.
Yes, Ji. Even I feel more that when I just leaving, actually, what happening outside, but inside actually is not that kind of thinking, feeling, but just joy.
Oh yes. Joy, we are made of joy, and we are trying to experience joy. And in this very trying, we succeed sometime, no? Obviously. But we don't succeed by trying to experience joy. We succeed in the sense that we try to experience joy and then we get tired, and then we relax in ourselves. When we relax in ourselves, that time we experience joy. So there is no other way to experience joy of our being except that we relax in it. How much we have to run before we relax, that's the difference between different beings. Or some being may be so wise that I will run separately and I can relax in my being separately, also. I feel all of you are very, very wise being in this way that you feel that no, let me relax right now. So the joy that we are trying to experience, the joy is only going to fail, can never succeed. When we give up experiencing joy, then we experience joy that we are, no? We don't have joy of the being, we are the joy of the being, no? I know it's kind of little bit not easy to understand sometime when we cannot directly connect to it. But I see so many of us are right now connecting to it directly. Like my heart is so, loudly singing inside. Thank you, beloved. I'm feeling blessed to be with all of you in this moment. Thank you.
Thank you so much, G. Love you, G.
Love you very much. Thank you. So you wrote, thank you, and you sent love, no? Thank you, beloved. Zoran, you want to talk?
Hello again, beloved. I unfortunately also have some gratitude that can't be contained and must be shared with you. So thank you. Yeah, I'm not sure where to I'm not sure where to begin or what exactly to say, but just yeah, maybe I'll just start with all the little seeds that you planted along the way, the time that I spent with you a few years back. Yeah, everything just came back up at the right time and was re-devoured again, reabsorbed to a greater degree, and it still is. Everything keeps coming up and reaffirming itself. All your directions, the roadmap, the roadmap, if you will, and it's and they're all the same directions, but they just they keep having more and more meaning each time.
Yes.
They're sort of needed. So yeah, I can't express it, but I just wanted to say thank you so much for that, and even just how I was saying before, just to reconnect with you, because it seems that the deeper this goes, that there aren't too many outlets in the manifest world that you can assimilate with, or like there's not too, well, there's no one that I can sort of speak to apart from yourself, in all honesty. So that's a massive blessing. I just wanted to say thank you. Yeah, very grateful.
It's very nice. Very, very nice. Thank you. What you said, that the same things which we lived in the past few years, no, some time back, they are having more meaning. This is very beautiful what you said, and very useful also in one sense, that there are many things which are being shared right now and may not have meaning for some of us, and if we give them a little bit of space inside, they may show their deeper meaning, soon, or in time, maybe. Because the thing is the same thing. It is the same thing being talked about, being pointed to, being lived. But it becomes more real in a way for us, in a way more meaningful at some point. It's like that example which I feel that we read, great beings books, and or listen to their talks, and we enjoy them, and at some point we feel that I want to actually experience what is being shared. I want to actually experience meditation, and then It is pure joy to connect with you, to to serve the truth in this way. This is the somehow power of meditation in a way, or power of satsang also in a way, that somehow the truth start revealing by itself, especially when we are ready for it in a way that we are ready to give up, our speculations about it. Because in Dhyan and Satsang, we don't get we don't get to guess about truth. We get to live it directly as it is. But we already mostly have guessed enough, speculations enough in the mind that we are not. It's not so easy to let go of that in the moment. Like we keep mixing our mind point of view into with what is lived or shared in satsang also. And that's where neither we actually understand well what is being shared, even at the mind level, nor we live. But when we are able to live, like you are saying also, Joran, it is not really anything new. It is more like a facility, just a facility. I'm just a facility, an environment where I'm not trying to teach you anything. I never did tell anything to anyone. No? That do this, don't do this, go here, don't go here. No, just we wake up somehow to the fullness of who we are. No? And during this time when we are waking up, we have sort of a, what we call mind is nothing but a guesswork of the being that is waking up. It is trying to guess that this means this means this, that means this, that means that. And at some point, because its wisdom wakes up enough that it depends on that wisdom more now, and it gives up the guesswork of the mind. Like it directly start, experiencing and knowing life. There was some very beautiful being. Uh, who was interviewing Dr. Suzuki in Japan, who translated a lot of Zen books into Western languages like English and all. And he asked that which of these books you like. He said that mm, all are saying the same thing actually. In the direction of pointing to the truth. Even a dictionary will do, he said like this. Even a dictionary will do. And then what he said, I just feel very touched whenever I live this. Then what he said is that a falling rain does not need a translation. A falling rain does not need any translation. So any one of us who is able to connect to the falling rain of this moment, we don't need to translate it into the mind in any way. No? Like we will immediately have value for it, that let me enjoy the rain first and I can think about what it was later. No? Because that is more like an in-house, in-house work. I can do it later, back office work I can do later. No? But right now I am in the prime scene. This is not the time to think about it. No? You know what I mean? Because we are good, conscious beings, no? Right now who are here. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. uh, like this, you know, uh, uh, that the falling rain does not need any translation. In the similar way, those of you who are directly experiencing the joy, of your being, you are not attending your thinking. No? Even if the habitual uh, mind, which is trying to conclude, is still there and working, but you are not attending it, so it's not there for you. Because we are directly experiencing the blessedness. No, we are not made of bliss only. We are a blessedness unto itself. It's just as if we are not allowing ourselves to relax in ourselves. Do you see my point? I mean, all the work that we are doing in the mind level and everything can continue. But that has nothing to do with the reality. No. That is our play, no? That's just our play. Howsoever we want to arrange our thoughts and conclusions and everything is fine. No? Body also, everything is fine. No? But that has nothing to do with the reality, no? Reality is that material our thoughts are made of, okay? Reality is that material our feelings are made of. So can you think about reality? Can we feel reality then? Do you see my point? Can a wave which is made of the water of the ocean can feel the water purely? Or can it feel it externally? It can only feel it internally, no? So a thought can actually know what is the truth which it is made of. But if that thought becomes internal, introvert, it tries to know what I am. Like when they thought want to know what I am, then only it can know the reality or not. Do you see my point? So this is what is the process. In one sense, this is that internal process of questioning who I am. Thought process is questioning who I am. The thinker, which is a thought itself, is thinking that who I am. No? It becomes internal and gets out of imagination. No? Yeah, it's good. Yeah, Zuran, you want to say again something?
Yeah, I just wanted to say it's exactly like what we've been talking about, and even though it's just a byproduct of the recognition of the light of the self in here, but just the expression turning into like a responsible kid, going back to basics, and just being a kid, but doing it the right way, not interfering in making any more ripples in the pond. It's such a burden taken off, that we've been carrying around for a long, just to live naturally, more and more. It's very it's very,
Oh,
very
yes, yes,
nice.
yes.
Yeah. I just wanted to say thank you.
Thank you. It's very good. Actually, the spiritual discussions are useful, but they are not to be kept in the mind. And somehow we get caught up along the way of spiritual evolution or growth. No? We get caught up into them so much that we forget the purpose. What was the purpose of them? The purpose of spiritual discussion in satsang is to become free from the inner discussion that is going on, so that we can come to the purity and innocence of our own being and the wisdom of our own being, so that we can directly meet life and know what it is, not through some set thoughts and patterns of the mind. But somehow we get so caught up in the beautiful thoughts or concepts which are shared in the spiritual discussion sometimes, that, oh, so this is that thing. No, that's not that thing. In the direction of truth, eating fresh is very important. Eating fresh is very important. Or keeping our spiritual growth fresh is very important. Like the more fresh it is, the better. No? At some point, it should become like a fire. So there is no way for it to be old anyway. It keep burning everything old by itself. No? That's why keeping things simple or clear is very important. Not like, vague, like, okay, it is like this and like that, and I don't know this, I don't know that. Not like, always coming to the crystal clear, mm, understanding of, okay, this is what happened, so this is my take home now from this whole thing, and we will very quickly get out of all of it. Because in satsang, we don't need to really discuss anything. We just need to be in satsang to live the truth and wake up. No? At the max, a sharing may happen, a listening may happen. No, that's all. I think it's all very nice. There are many different examples given towards what has happened to us or how we are right now and what can happen to us in the direction and of true state of being. One example is given that as if we are hanging 2 feet away from the ground of being, and for so long, and we are just not letting go because of fear, because of our attachment and the life that we have created out of this state where we are right now, hanging, suffering, disturbed, struggling. Another way that I found is very useful is that many times, let's say, when we are not able to sleep well for a long time, physical sleep, mind sleep of the mind, we are not able to sleep well for a long time, then we have very strange kind of problems introduced to us, which are not only physical, they are like our vision of ability of thinking is blurred in a way, like we feel disoriented and many things. And we will continue trying to solve them based on, like, taking help of the experts of that field also. And just suddenly, for some reason, we got so tired that day that we slept very deep that night. And the next morning, all those problems just disappeared. Back to normal. Meditation is that rest for the being. We are experiencing so many strangeness in life, so many problems and all, which some of them are connected to other people, and many of them are connected to us, meaning the way we are meeting life. That part is connected to us. We are meeting life from a restlessness. We can meet life from a joyfulness. No? So through meditation, we can return to that deep, profound joyfulness. Not a joyfulness that we feel just for a moment and disappear. No, a joyfulness which is more like silence and peacefulness, which just remains inside us, like this. And so many of our life problems we have solved in one sense, which were not really there. They were there because we were meeting life from a disturbed vibration level. As we meet life from a more peaceful, joyful vibration, then life also accordingly responds better. It doesn't mean that the other people who are disturbed will become undisturbed. No, they will still remain disturbed, but that will not multiply at least. Or we will experience their disturbed state from our peacefulness, undisturbed state, which is a big thing. So this is very important somehow to understand that meditation is not trying to achieve something, but trying to return to our original true state. where our original wisdom wakes up. You know? Like first of all, we are joyful and peaceful without any region. Like life is complete for the first time without any changes anywhere required. But in the ancient scripts, it is said that Purna, that truth is Purna or complete. It is not symbolic, it is literal experience that I am complete. Or there is a completeness. Because in that completeness, a separate self cannot be found really. And if separate self is there, the completeness has to become more complete, I feel. No? Meaning the absolute completeness has not been experienced yet. In the absolute completeness, the separate self is not there. Only the self is there. And of course you are there as the self. You know. Separateness of the body, mind, thoughts, feelings and the other bodies with each other are there. The duality of the self is not there. Multiplicity of forms is only there now. No? Which is an amazing thing to experience. So this is existence. This is not word. Now this is existence that we experience, in which I am also there as a separate body. You are also there as a separate body. No, my mic is different than your mic. No, like that. But my being is not different than your being. Hence the love. No, hence the love we feel for each other. So deep love. The love is for the being that I am in you. Your love is for the being that you are in me. No. It is simply true. It's just we have to open our eyes to see this. Yeah. How nice. Yeah, anybody else can also talk a little bit. Then we will end this meeting now.
Thank you so much. A quick sharing. I feel in Satsang, like what makes Satsang so different from other rooms or other meetings. Many things, but what I feel is this is the place back in the days for the first time, and since then that I feel I've been seen. I've, like, somebody calls me by my name in a sense, or there is somebody else speaking the same language, like my native language, or like in that sense, like this. This connect, yeah, like again, it's I guess about connecting, like about the real in myself, and not so much about the personal identity. I have so many outside. We all have outside so many, but that somebody in a way can see and talk through these identities or bypass these identities and reach me. Like me. This makes this place and these meetings so unique and so valuable, important, and all these kind of words. Thank you so much.
It is natural for some beings, or has become natural for some beings to meet really directly the being in everyone. No? And for most of us, for some time, it will remain like that, meeting through that formality, that pretension. That, hey, how are you? Fine. You are this, I am this, Like we live each other's introduction. We don't live each other when we meet, no? We don't live each other's presence. We live each other's spoken words about ourselves, no? Of course, we doubt that. No, I don't think that what you are saying, you are that or that, you are that type. But we never really meet. There was a very famous Urdu, two lines, no, of poetry. कोई कोई हाथ भी ना मिलाएगा जो गले मिलोगे तपाक से ये नए मिजाज का शहर है जरा फासले से मिला करो ना like some nobody is going to even shake hand with you if you will hug everybody so directly like at first meeting. This is a new type of word, or this is a new type of city of a new temperament. Try to meet everyone from from a distance, no. This is what it is saying. It's a beautiful expression of the heart that which want to meet really the presence of the in the other, while we feel like no, that's kind of going to be too much. You like I don't like to even shake hand, like we feel like this, and you are hugging me already. Why we don't like to hug? Because that is going to shatter that sense of image that we have about ourselves and the other in that very moment. Even a normal hug, I'm not talking about some awakened being hugging us or we hugging a awakened being. If both the parties are interested in a deep hug, that time, at least for that moment, the ego is shattered. No, there cannot be any ego. There will be only being that time. Body and the being, body, breath and the being. That's why we don't hug. Because we are not ready to handle that much truth, that generally. We need to prepare ourselves to handle the truth. No? Just thinking about truth or talking about truth is not enough. Thank you. It was very beautiful what you said also, like, hey, somebody is talking my native language. I felt very touched that it is really true. Like, very few people are talking like this in this world, no? That I can, like, we can connect. I have this kind of feeling that, sorry, I have this kind of feeling that if we are interested in listening to somebody and not able to understand, that's a very good place to be in. We should continue being there more. And that is what is going to open up, that we will realize at some point that, hey, this being is talking my native language, which we have forgotten ourselves. Something will wake up in us like as a whole, not like in bits and pieces, like as a whole, something will wake up inside us, whole of it, like, oh, I'm like totally not living as myself for so long, We care about those places and those talks which we understand well more. We are going to remain in that mind only, no? Then. Thank you. It was very beautiful with all of you. Let us spend maybe a few more minutes together, just sitting, and then we end this meeting now. Let us try to one more time understand just sitting. No? While we are trying to understand, we live also. If we are trying to live more deeply, if we are trying to sit more deeply right now, this is not what is just sitting. No? There is no deep in the being that we are. We may experience sinking in ourselves, like a depth being experienced, but of the same thing, of the being which does not have a depth. We are like a formless, non-physical space in which everything is happening. So we ourselves don't have a depth. Depth is in the content which is happening inside us. How deep we have gone in it. But we don't have to go deep in it actually. So let us try to understand once again that just sitting, the meditation, is not about doing something, but it is totally about being very alert that I am not doing anything. No? Because this part, if missed, we will continue doing something in some way. No? Meditation is not doing, it is being. No? Let us understand being. Being, not becoming. Doing is becoming. We are trying to become something. No, not trying to become anything. That is not doing anything. And just sitting, in this case, is just being. So for us to stop trying to become something, we have to notice clearly that we are trying to become continuously. No, that awareness is necessary here. That I'm kind of trying to become something all the time. Like, in this moment, we can notice that if we are trying to change anything inside us, at all, if we are trying to change anything inside us at all, we can question ourselves, why I am trying to change that? Is it so that I can become a better being? Or I can become better? Meaning, are we trying to make ourselves better by trying to change something inside us? It can be an eye-opener for us. No? That how something which is happening inside me, when changed, can make me more of myself or better of myself. It can be an eye-opener right now for us. Do you see what I'm saying? Does not mean that we should not change anything which is inside us. Let us make our house as beautiful and comfortable as we can, as beautiful decoration, flowers and everything, lighting and everything. But that's not going to change us. That's only going to change the experience that we are having of this house of consciousness in which we are living. Beloved, who you are is that one being, one self. You are living in this house of consciousness, this individual consciousness. Enjoy this house, but enjoy yourself first. Otherwise, you will forget yourself and you will start taking yourself as something. Doesn't matter what. As soon as we take ourselves as something, we have entered into the dream. You are not something. We are not something. The self is not something. Self is I am, but not something. I'm pure ability to know. I'm pure wisdom. This I am that you are is pure wisdom. To know, to experience everything that is happening. Even the most subtle levels of consciousness are being known by you, or can be known by you so simply. The life, the existence can be seen more clearly from the higher states of consciousness, true. But the self cannot be known more from the higher state of consciousness. Self can be known exactly from wherever we are, from any door of consciousness, from any chakra, Because self is not somewhere. Self is who is looking. do you see the cosmic joke? Self is who is looking. through the higher level of consciousness into existence. Self is never going to be perceived. Self is always going to be the perceiver, no? That's why when we are in our lower states of consciousness or lower chakras, that time also we are the self. It's just about interest. That time we are more interested in play, in growth. I want to grow. No? That's why growth is given to us by true teachers also. That okay, right now you are not going to stop, so grow. When time comes, then for awakening, then we live and wake up. No? So clearly, let us clearly understand what is just sitting and not doing anything. Just sitting and not doing anything is not going to help us in any way to grow spiritually. It is only going to help us in waking up to who we are. So let us try to not connect the rewards or results of just sitting or meditation to the spiritual growth. No? That, oh yeah, because I was meditating, that's why I understand more clearly now. Or my not really. In being, when we are meditating, means we are just being. In that being, we become less of a ego that time. So there is a chance that we will feel like I would like to stay in this state more than the state in which I go. When I find myself as a individual self. So this is where we have a chance to wake up in a way. When we may choose to wake up, the self may choose to wake up. Yourself always have a choice of waking up or remaining in the dream. So thank you everyone for joining this meeting today. Thank you. Thank you.